They finally did it, boys! They updated the Winter Island, and it's absolutely insane for money! You need to hop on right now and get over here so I can tell you all about the amazing ways in which you can make the most amount of money. Stick around all the way till the end for the very best of the methods. Starting off strong with the first method, it's all about using the Defend the Workshop event and optimizing it to make a big chunk of coins. Along with making great money, it is also one of the most enjoyable methods to do, since it requires little to no setup and you literally just have to walk around throwing snowballs. If you have no idea what the event is, you see this mountain here, yeah? It's Mount Jerry, and every 3 days or so it erupts, spewing forth hordes upon hordes of magma monsters and cubes, and you, along with every other fucking sweat in the lobby, have to defend these 5 gift piles in town. Have you ever played Bloons Tower Defense? Yeah, it's like that, but it's winter themed and in Minecraft. The more gift piles that don't get destroyed, the more gifts you get per round. And there are 5 rounds in total, which totals for about 1 hour of magma monster slaying insanity. Oh, I almost forgot, but there are also power-ups that spawn during the rounds. And these power-ups, they're amazing. This turns a mediocre and slightly boring event into tons upon tons of fun. Just make sure you open the red ones, because these have the best possible items in. You can get snowsuit armor, you can get stuff to upgrade your snow blaster, which makes you an even more efficient killing machine. You will be like an adult with a snowblower in a fucking snowball fight with toddlers. You will be unstoppable. You can also sell the red gifts, since when you open them it's RNG and the good stuff is really rare, so it might be more worthwhile to actually sell them and just use the coins to buy exactly what you want. The best possible setup, both when it comes to efficiency and gift chances, is nutcracker armor, otherwise a snowsuit is good enough. Make sure you have the equipment on as well, since it's easy to forget. I do it all the time. The reindeer pet will also increase your chances of getting gifts. Can you handle getting knocked back by the magma cubes? Otherwise it might be better to just use a horse or other mount. And if you can get your hands on it, Frosty the Howitzer is the best possible blaster that you can have. Depending on if you're fully stacked out, you can get around 30 million per hour, and it's all thanks to these volcanic rocks. You can turn them into winter fragments and then sell them, but just the rocks by themselves go for around 5 million. And you get these for defending the final gift pile in the Defend the Workshop event. So that means 5 of these per event, which turns into 25 million per event, and then the gifts go for around 5 million if you're fully stacked out, and it's absolutely amazing. Either way, on to the second method, which is the Glacial Cave. Items can spawn in the ice walls of this cave, and it's your job to mine them and get them out of there. It can give you anything from ice bait, which will be useful in a later method, to all kinds of gifts and even talisman. But there's one big drawback to it, and it's the people that hang out around there. They scare me. You know, I spent a few hours just observing them, and they never leave.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
Like, they have the mentality of a person with Divan's armor, but the setup of a homeless guy. They just run around with whatever fucking gear they can find. And there are a lot of new players here, because it doesn't really require any gear. You just need a pickaxe and some speed. And with that, you can easily get a decent gift flow. And the gifts, they do make a decent amount of money because people need them for Genero. And if you have no idea who Genero is, well, it's this penguin that was added in the winter update, and you basically have to give people gifts to unlock new tiers in a tab. And if you give 600 unique players gifts, you get an emblem, a memento, and some essence. And since it's limited, of course people are gonna want it, and that means you should provide for them. You know, basic supply and demand, right guys? The money-making potential from the glacial caves, it's a bit difficult to approximate. Depending on how effective you are and how fast you are, it can net you at least a few million per hour, I'd say. Yeah, just make sure to sell all the gifts before 2024 rolls around and the NPC disappears, because I predict a big drop in prices of gifts when that happens. The longer December goes on, the more people will learn and take advantage of this. That's right, you gotta be ahead of the pack with this, before the entire Skyblock hive mind figures it out and the profits become minuscule, because people will just undercut you at all times in the bazaar because they don't care about profit. By the way, if you enjoyed any of these methods, then please make sure to subscribe and click that bell so you never miss out on any new videos, because I post these money making guides pretty regularly and you don't want to miss out on them. Either way, enough plugging, back to the video. This third tried and true method has been fact-checked by real Santa believers. It's 100% true and factual. Christmas is all about giving, right? Well, how about you get some as well? You've been giving all these gifts to people for all your life basically, so obviously you deserve to be given some as well. Thanks to General, people are very much feeling in the Christmas spirit of giving. They form these big holy jolly people piles where they just run around giving gifts to everyone in sight. You'd be a fool to not take advantage of this situation and be given tons of free gifts. I mean, you are helping them out either way, right? They need to give gifts to unique people and you are unique. It's a win-win situation really. Most people are giving away white gifts because they are the cheapest and the easiest to get. But if you are lucky while lobby hopping, you might stumble upon some jolly people giving away green or maybe even red gifts, and these can net you some nice items like golden gifts, snowman pets, cryo powder shards, and all of them can absolutely help you get even better at the first method. Now, we're finally in the big leagues, boys. The final, most tedious, and also most profitable way to make money on this winter island is by fishing. I know, right? You will have to become a 40-year-old dad. The walls of your room filled with pictures of you catching fish. You will have to watch 10 hours of Le Fish on repeat just to comprehend these amazing tactics. Small mortal non-fisher brains cannot comprehend it. You are like the worm on my hook. I mean, no, not really. It's quite straightforward. First of all, you need a rod, you need fishing level 25, and you need some bait. Ice or frozen are decent, but if you can get your hands on some whale bait, that will be great. It increases your chance of rare sea creatures. Also, you can use whatever fishing armor set you have. If you have the fishing requirement for it, a nutcracker armor set will be the best. Also, make sure that you have a reindeer pet, as they boost your chances to both get sea creatures, which is what you want here, along with fishing speed, which makes it take less time for you. You're gonna have so much fucking fishing speed that you're just gonna drift all the way through these sea creatures. And I did tell you that you want to fish up sea creatures, right? You're gonna go for Yetis mainly, and if you don't have fishing level 25, I'm just saying bad luck, because you aren't gonna be able to make all the money from the baby Yeti pets. You won't be able to get the Yeti even. You're doomed to be the poorest peasant in the pond, only ever fishing up frozen Steves, Frosties, and Depression. El Boso El Ratio. Also make sure to sell all the Yetis after December, since during December the island is up 24/7, which means supply is quite high because people will be fishing 24/7, yeah? So wait until January, because then supply will go down and demand will hopefully go up a bit, which means more money per Yeti for you. If you have friends, they can help you out with this. Just make sure to have someone with big magic find and you can all profit from it. It's amazing. With this method, you can make anything from 20 to 80 million per hour, depending on your RNG, how many people are there, and tons of other factors. You gotta figure it out what works for you. And if you have an even higher fishing level, which if you do have, I must applaud your, I guess you could say, dedication. Yeah, you can fish up something that is just as, if not more, amazing. And that is a Reindrake. And Reindrakes, they are something. They make people in the lobby go wild. They turn into rabid animals. Just look at this average Reindrake encounter, alright? It just goes brrrr and disappears up into the air. It's amazing. But why does it disappear up in the air like this? Yeah, it's because people are f***ing stupid. You just get a bow instead, dummy. That means everyone can get their gifts instead of a select few sweat lords flying up there with their aspect of the end or the aspect of the void and acting like dumbasses. Anyway, sorry for the rant, and yeah, these are basically all the methods that you can do on the Winter Island. I hope they were helpful for you and that they helped you make a lot of money from them. Let me know in the comments which method was your favorite or how much money you made from it, and also make sure to subscribe for even more videos like this. I'll see you around for the next video. Bye!